Huh?
What's happening?
Hey, what's going on, Constance Carter?
Hey, Robert Antonin, how are you today?
I'm good, sis. It's Tuesday, right?
It's Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday.
We are way past April Fools, but I hear folks out here still acting a whole damn fool.
Is that right? You acting a fool? Who's acting a fool?
I say I know folks who are still acting.
Oh, they acting a fool. I thought you was acting a fool because last time I heard.
Nah. Why don't you stop saying stuff like that, young lady?
I'm just saying. Last time I heard somebody say you was acting a fool. You know,
Acting a whole monkey, huh?
The stuff that you say on this broadcast, you be acting like doggone.
I'm only trying to enlighten the people. You know what I mean? Educate and elevate.
So here we go. So let's see some antonyms. Antoinisms. That's about to come out tonight.
Robisms. Yeah. Let me put my crop pants on.
Oh, Jesus. So look at everybody's on, everybody coming in. And while you're coming in, y'all, my name is Constance Carter. This is my brother, Rob on the job. He's all the way out there in DC. I'm in Cali, and we come to you live every Tuesday and every Thursday. And we talk about Black love and relationship goals. What's happening to our B1 people out here? You are on the Fly Nubian Queen broadcast network for melanated people, just like you and kind of you too, Rob. Kind of melanated. So what's happening? Now we come in all different shades and shapes.
Yeah, I was going to say my mama gonna come smack you for talking about her baby like that.
Sorry, she did it. It's her genes. But we want to know.
Actually, it's my daddy's genes.
Oh, my bad. I think it's your mama and your daddy's. But where you at, what you're doing, and where are you hailing from? Where you chiming in from? Put it in the comments box, you guys. We want to see where you coming in, where you hailing from, because we have people that are watching all over the world. Robert, did you know that?
I did. You know, the last time I saw somebody from South Africa. So you are showing off somebody when the motherland is watching you.
Come on, England.
3,000 miles away. Absolutely.
3,000. I think it's more than 3,000.
Well, from the West Coast, it might be a little more, but I'm only on the East Coast. I know my geography very well. But anyway, listen, if y'all are out there, we just want to say hello, greet you. Tell us what city you're watching from. Let us know your name so we can shout you out in front of the whole wide world. From Richmond, Virginia, we got James checking in, and also from Rhode Island. Minneapolis is in the building. Oh, is that the wrong one? Ow!
What's up, Demeter from Miami? How you doing?
305 in the building.
Vernon, 209 Stockton. That's what's up. Good to see you, brother.
Yeah. ATL is in the building.
What's up? What's that? Hey, Nicole, Manteca, she right down the street from me. I'm in California. I'm in Stockton, California also. And while you are here, because we see there are hundreds and hundreds of people in and thousands are going to be on before the end of the broadcast, make sure that you are you hit the thumbs up on the Fly Nubian Queen YouTube page, and also Nobody Works Harder Than Constance Carter YouTube and Facebook. So make sure you guys are following us, because we want you to be alerted every time we come live, because we got some real good shit to tell you every Tuesday and every Thursday and every night for me, because I'm on this broadcast Monday through Friday, but I love hanging out with my boy Rob every Tuesday and Thursday to talk to you about some craziness and some good opinions and dialogue on Black love, like we do every Tuesday and Thursday. But Rob, where can they see you? Where can they find you, Rob?
Hey, well, listen, I just want to shout out some more folks. South Carolina's in the building. The Bronx is in the building. We also got Queens. New York is representing real heavy.
I see a whole lot from the NY. That's what's up.
Yeah. And for all of my New York peeps, keep my man DMX, Earl Simmons in your prayers. I mean, X was such an influential cat. I mean, the whole Rough Riders movement.
Don't say what.
Like 4 or 5 years, huh?
Did he die?
No, I said keep him in prayer.
Well, you said he was. I was going to say, don't talk about him in past tense. You scared me for a minute.
Constance.
What?
I don't interrupt you when you're talking. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just interrupt my flow by saying some crazy stuff. I said that he was real heavy in the streets in the 90s when that whole Rough Riders movement was happening.
Right.
That's all I was saying.
Prayers up. Thank you, Demeter.
Prayers up for DMX. Thank you, Demeter.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but for everybody who's watching, if this is your first time, I pray it's not your last time. My name is Robert Antoinette, and you can find me everywhere on social media. On Facebook, I am Robert Antoinette. If you're checking Instagram, I am Robert Antoinette. And even if you slide into LinkedIn, I'm Robert Antoinette. And even on Clubhouse for all my iPhone users, I am Robert Antoinette for all my friends.
And I am
Yeah.
Carter on IG as well. But listen, R. Jones said you said the wrong thing, bro. He said don't talk about DMX in past tense, bro. You know what I mean?
Constance, you know you're such a rider.
That's
Lift
right.
people up, lift me up, sis. Such a hater.
So anyway, Mike D.
Anyway.
Mike D. What you say, Mike D? You said hanging with strippers ain't a problem. Sleeping with strippers is a problem when you are married. So let's talk about it, Rob, because there was some news that came out over the weekend about your brother, Paul Pierce. I think he's a cousin of a cousin for me. He's my cousin's cousin. He's from the Bay and made it to the NBA all the way from the Yay. You know what I mean? And has a family, a beautiful family. I think he has 3 kids, wife and 3 kids. And over the weekend, yes, look at that picture of his beautiful family. He's Scooby Ruby Doo. And his wife is what, Velma or which one is she? Velma or Daphne? And so I think one of the kids, Scooby Doo, that is so adorable. But he didn't quite look like that over the weekend. Let's see. This is what he looked like. This is what he looked like over the weekend, Rob. Let's go back to the family pic. Let's go back to the family shot. Let's see what he looked like with his fit. Oh, aren't they so beautiful? Say aw. Everybody say aw. In the comments box, in the chat box, say aw. They look such a happy family. Now let's go back. Let's go back to what he was doing. Oh. That's what's going down over the weekend. He was having too good of a time. What do you think about this, Mr. Rob?
It looks like he's living his best life. Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, he's smoking weed too. He's smoking blunts. Oh, he's living it up. So do you see a problem with this? Yeah.
Well, you know what? As an adult, I don't necessarily have a problem with what Paul Pierce is doing. I mean, you know, when you're out there in these streets, you can live your life and do what it is that you want to do, as long as you're not harming anybody or bringing harm to, you know, the people around you, especially in your family. Mm-hmm. It is ironic that he does have a whole family, and he would post that where his kids are actually going to see that. So it's probably not the best look for Mr. Paul Pierce.
Sure.
However, you know,
minding his business.
He kind of put himself out there.
But go back to Lyle Scott. He said Paul Pierce is simply adulting. Paul Pierce is simply adulting. It's his business. Okay, so you're saying the same thing, right, Robert? Paul Pierce is simply adulting. He ain't hurting nobody. You know, he doing his thing. He having a good time. No harm, no foul, right?
Well, in the grand scheme of things, I mean, if his wife doesn't come out and say anything about it, what does it really matter what we're talking about?
Exactly.
For the people out there in the back, in the cheap seats, you know, now if he's missing out on his rent, if his kids are going without, if there's some financial troubles, but he's out here in these streets making it rain, then that might be conversation worthy. You know what I mean?
Sure. Absolutely. But here's the thing. So let's get down to it, because this was an ESPN career-ending move that happened over the weekend. So yeah. All the niceties aside, yeah, he was adulting, he was doing his thing, he was minding his own business and all that. When is it too much, right? When is keeping it real on social media? When is that going wrong? When does it go wrong when you're keeping it too real on social media? I mean, you out there, you know, it's one thing to be out there with strippers and doing your thing, and you know, but when you're in a professional capacity, he's representing ESPN, which is owned by Disney, right? Disney's supposed to be, for kids and have these moral standards and everything. And he's out there and he's smoking weed. He talking about it. He got ass in the back, you know, like at what point?
Super user said, I have side chicks and I enjoy spending time with them. It keeps me sane.
I want to know who super user is. Say your name.
Hey, listen, let me tell y'all something. You know what? Y'all been locked up for a whole year with this COVID situation going on, and it is real. Apparently some of us are looking to break loose, and it's summertime. It's going to be a whole problem out there. And I have
especially when COVID leaves. When COVID's gone, shit, they gonna go buck wild. You hear me?
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna wait until they all gone. This Lala Wah is really intriguing me. I want to know if that's the real Lala. But Paul Pierce was a great ball player. I think he did a really good job, a solid job on ESPN. And it's a shame that employers will hold you accountable for the things you do in your personal life. But I do think that as a public figure, you do have a bit of responsibility in how you portray yourself on social media and when you're out here in these streets. I mean, you have the right to be a whole human, but to your point, I think you said it a little bit earlier, when you're on such a huge national global platform like ESPN, there is a bit of accountability in that.
I'm with this person. They said he let a $400 piece of ass cost him millions. You hear me? And that's the thing about it. That's the thing about it is, you got a responsibility. I think Mila said you have a personal responsibility when you're representing a brand, when you're representing your company. And there are millions of people, or many people, who've gotten fired as a result of social media. I know when I hire people, the first thing I do is I go to their social media and see how they are, what they do, how they're representing, because I'm very particular on who represents me or the things that they do or the things that they say. So and I always tell my daughter, be careful what you say, because that stuff is there. It's in the clouds. You see people like, look at what happened to Kevin Hart last year, or was the year before that, when he was trying to host the Oscars. Some stuff he said about homosexuality 20 years ago, not really 20 years, but a long time ago, came back to haunt him. So the stuff that you put on social media, it absolutely counts. And you out there wilding like you ain't the brother on the block, dude. You are representing ESPN, who also represents Disney, and you can't be like everybody else. It goes back to that scripture, to whom much is given, much is required. And I understand what everybody's talking about when they're talking about, it's his business, it ain't our business and all that stuff. I get that. I'm not even speaking to that point, because it is his business, but I'm speaking to the point where, damn, that was a bad move, homie, because now you lost millions for a $400 piece of ass, like the person said on here.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that is the net result of what he did. I'm sure that if he had an opportunity to press do-over, to hit reset, I mean, all of us had a moment when we did some stuff that was inappropriate, right? Mm-hmm. But I think we've had enough examples for us to know that social media can absolutely catapult you to be viral and an internet sensation, and it can certainly sabotage a marriage. As Derek Jackson, it can sabotage a career. It can help you to miss out, or cause you to miss out on opportunities. But I do think I saw a comment where they were saying that a lot of these decision makers and executives are hypocrites, because they're out there playing with little boys. They got a whole sex ring going on with their high-powered buddies, you know what I mean? And but then they judge common folks, But it's an interesting situation that he's in. I'm sure Paul Pierce will bounce back.
Jay Bay said he threw it all away for 317 followers. And then Chill Moore said, look, I hope that was his way of quitting his job. Because really, I mean, as an adult, come on, you gotta know. Like you're not one of the brothers on the block. You ain't one of the brothers on the block. You can't do shit like the dudes on the block do. You just can't do it. You got to do something a little bit differently. You got to elevate yourself. You ain't that dude. So I don't know who he was hanging out with. I don't know who he was playing poker with. I don't know who he was smoking weed with, but he ain't them. They ain't lose no jobs. You know what I mean? Yeah. But you know what? That the question I have though goes back to, in your individual household, in your individual relationships. And I want to know from the audience, would you allow your mate, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your significant other, your spouse, would you allow them to hang out at the strip club or hang out with strippers? Maybe go to a stripper party, have strippers in a hotel room. Would you allow that? Would you like that? Is that something that you would do? So Jay, that's Jay Mitch. He said he want to nominate him for the Goof Troop.
Yeah, I mean, so it's not even about, the job. Well, last comment I will say about that, because what I hate to do is put down another brother, and I'm definitely on code when it comes to the bro code, right? Mm-hmm. But when you put yourself out there for public consumption, in such a public way. You know, that's like these young kids that are out there holding up money stacks to their ear like it's a phone. There's this one viral video. I'm sure you've seen it. And this guy out there, he's like living life. He got on like shades here, and he's like counting ones, and then he gets robbed in the middle.
No.
Oh man, it is the most hilarious thing you ever want to see. But when you put yourself out there like that, this is what could happen, boys and girls. But forget about the job. I'm more concerned about those beautiful kids that I saw in that picture that we had up, because you got to look your baby girl in the face, and she's gonna ask you a question like, "This what we doing, Daddy? Like, really?
Yeah.
This is what you're doing."
Yeah.
And you got to explain that to your son, because you know, in the household, parents are our first superheroes, right? Good, bad, or different. They help to formulate how we navigate through the world. What is right? What is wrong? Based on what we see them do. So, Paul Pierce, come here real quick. Lean in close. You get a smack for that, champ. Sit down somewhere.
I love it. So let's go back to the question I asked before you started your commentary. I asked everyone in the audience, including you, Rob, would you be willing to go to the strip club, allow your spouse to go to the strip club, your mate, your significant other, your girlfriend, your boyfriend? Is that okay for you in your relationship? And I just want to kind of get a poll. I want to kind of do a poll of the folks who are watching. Is that something that you would do? Would you allow, or would you do that with your or allow them to do it? What about you, Rob?
What about you? Why don't you answer it first?
I don't have a problem with it.
You don't have a problem with what?
With allowing my mate to go to a strip club.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. As long as I can go see the strippers with the ladies. So
Oh yeah. Well, after my lady asked me to go and she gets up off the floor, I'm gonna say, well, let's think about that. I mean, you got all of this vitamin D right here in your face. If you got to go see some others, then you do that. The locks may be changed when you get back, and your clothes might be in several boxes, neatly packed away, might I add. Mm-hmm. But if that's what you want to do,
so Rob, you doing strip teases at home?
Huh?
You doing strip teases?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, okay. I mean, as long as you performing, I mean, she ain't got to go nowhere. But like that's what I'm saying. Like, put it on the glass, player. Put it on. You know what I mean? But for me, Robert, let me show you something.
No, let me rewind. On everything. On everything. When you open that gate, right?
What does it say? What does that say? What does that say?
I'm asking you. I'm asking you too. It says "gall."
What does that say?
Say sit down somewhere. That's what it says.
No, I want to know. What does it say?
You read it.
Ass woman. Okay, so ain't nobody gonna tell me what I can and what I can't do, homie. So, I mean, relationships are all about. Ooh, he sounded like an immature sim. Relationships are all about trust. So if I can't trust that he gonna go to the strip club without, doing something crossing the line or being inappropriate, then I don't really have trust for him. And same thing with me. Like, listen, I might go to the strip club and get, tossed up and, turned around and all that stuff. I mean, it's all good. It's all in good fun. It's just like riding like a roller coaster. Really, it's not even that serious.
Yeah. So what I was going to say, what I originally said was unjust. But if when you open that door to say, hey, I'm going out with the ladies and we're going to, watch some jangling in our face, then hopefully you're cool when I do it as well. That's a phase, right? For bachelor parties, bachelorette parties. Okay. You in Vegas. Okay. But if on your random Friday night we're out with the girls, you saying I'm going to go to the strip club, that's something that you might want to find out about in the beginning of the relationship.
Sure. So like a bachelorette party, something happening, maybe a Tupperware party. Hey, we're gonna have a Tupperware party. Believe it or not, Robert, I've seen it happen. I mean, they, back in the day, they would think of any reason to have strippers to come through, like princess house parties. Let's call it strippers.
Let me tell you something, Constance. At Chateau 1221, there have many a beautiful thing that has run through there. And it has been for get-togethers, card parties, bachelor parties, housewarming, toy parties. So I've had my share of adult entertainment in Chateau 1221. So I can dig it. I did that. It was a phase. I'm not all about giving away my rent money to some stranger. I got kids for that.
You know what? Super user says CC too strong for me. I like my woman submissive. Yeah, you're probably right about that. Wait, go back to Shield. What did he say about the Tupperware party? He got fired because he posted if someone else posted it. Tupperware is made out of plastic also. What that mean, homie? What that mean, Chill? Ayada said, so what's the point of the relationship then? Feminist much? Who's that for?
I don't know.
Chill said, I want my girl to go to the strip club and get hot and horny and come home and break me off. Right. So it's all in fun, but strip club, nightclub. Strip club is greater than, less than. I don't remember. I ain't been in school in a long time. Greater
than a nightclub.
Oh, it's better than a nightclub. Oh, you good. Mama said, you know the behavior of your significant other. Some need to stay home with that person because they don't know how to act. They go out there and they do too much. You know what I mean? But for me, listen, it's all in fun. It shouldn't be a regular occurrence. Like, you know, like you said, Rob, every Friday night, like, hey, I'm going to go blow off some steam and go to the strip club. However, there could be situations where, you know, your cousin's in town and you want to go show them a good time.
Yeah. I mean, if this is, it's kind of like, you know, champagne. I can't drink champagne every weekend. Right? Yeah. Champagne gives me a headache, first off. But for New Year's, for celebration, bar mitzvahs, et cetera, I can dig it. Mm-hmm. But you know, the whole stripping thing is an art that's been around since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
I think the in general for everyday people, if that's your thing, great. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying that's just not for my boo. Like you ain't gonna be going to the strip club every weekend.
Well, Lyle Scott wants to know, is getting tossed around and twisted in the air becoming of a mother? No judgment. Charles, pay attention. No judgment.
Charles, listen. This thing on.
Is getting tossed around and twisted in the air becoming of a mother? No judgment, simply a question. So I want to know all the mothers out there. Because, you know, I mean, for me, I'm a mother. Have I gotten tossed around since being a mother? Yeah, I've gotten tossed around since being a mother. So it's becoming of me. Doesn't take away from me being a good mother. So, I mean, yeah, possibly. I don't got no pictures on social media. I don't got no video on social media. It probably happened before social media. To be honest with you, I was in my 20s. I mean, so it wasn't that recent. I'm over here acting like I'm about it. I really know, but
yeah, you sound like you about it. I mean, you stood up and told the whole world you're a grown ass woman. Said so on your shirt. So I mean, let's examine that. So since you're in the strip clubs, getting tossed around as a wife, as a mama, I mean, how does that look? I mean, is that what you're advocating?
I mean, listen, my point is I'm a grown ass woman. And if I choose to go to the strip club, I will go to the strip club. If I choose to go to the club and be the old lady at the club, I will go be the old lady at the club. Ain't nobody gonna tell me to do or not to do. I'm gonna do what the hell I want to do, Robert. So I don't care who you are in my life. You ain't gonna tell me what I can do and what I can't do. Now, do I? Well, when a place in Vegas called Palomino was still open. Hello, Palomino. Hello. Does anybody know about Palomino in Vegas? Does anybody know about Palomino in Vegas? If anybody knows about Palomino in Vegas, you know what I'm talking about. It's a little, over the last couple of years, I don't know. I think they closed it down because this particular strip club, you were able to get all the way naked. So Tisha knows about the Palomino. Yes. So back in the day, like, you know, I've been to the Palomino a few times. You know, we used to go to, you know, we would go on business trips and then we would just head down to Palomino and go hang out and, you know, maybe take 21s with us. And Get a nice little peep show. Yeah, I mean.
Mila says,
Mila, we were there together. When did we go? I think we were there. Together. I've been there like at least 20 times. So I mean, there I didn't get tossed around because I'd never. Yeah, I was always that person in the corner. So I'm acting all bold right now. Honestly, like I'm not the person who will be all on stage, getting tossed around. But if I felt like getting tossed around, I'm gonna get tossed around. I'm just saying I have not been that person to get tossed around because I would really normally be hiding in the corner. I remember one time we was at Palomino. It was like a bunch of couples. We was all there, and they would have these big booths, right? And they would have girls strip and they would have guys strip. And it was girls' night. It was a girls' night out. And I enjoy watching the girls because it's like the Cirque du Soleil to me. Like going to see women strippers is like the Cirque du Soleil. Like they could climb to play a hella upper body strength. Like they do all these acrobatics. It's amazing. The way they twerk and shake their booties is just off the chain. So I am in the booth. We're in a booth. And I'm not even the person on the end. I'm next to the person on the end. And it was the girl. She was shaking her booty. She was blah, blah, blah. I guess I looked too conservative or something because I really didn't want to be there at the time. But, I was trying to enjoy myself. And she jumps over the guy at the end and jumps on me and starts doing this. And I was like, oh my God. It was so gross because she was so sweaty. But it was definitely entertaining. It's entertaining when it's not happening to you. You know what I mean? So, Palomino was fun days. If you have not been to the Palomino in Vegas, you have missed out on a really, really good time because they have this dude named, never mind. I'm not going to say he's my friend on Facebook, but he used to do this thing with this pineapple and a hot dog bun. Lord have mercy.
Did you have any more that you like to share?
See, Mila said I was there years ago. I was scared that night. So it was one of them nights. Like so I'm talking, but it ain't really, it ain't really going down like that.
So back to Paul Pierce and this whole conversation that we're looking to have here.
What?
Woo! It sounds like you had a good time, though. I mean, listen, Constance. If you go to an adult entertainment spot, it is certainly your prerogative.
Absolutely.
And if you're going to spend your money, you might as well live your best life, have a good time. But in these days, you don't want to be exchanging COVID kisses because and any other STD that's out there. So keep your stuff buttoned up, please.
Mike B said I had a moment.
She had a whole moment, Mike. Good Lord Almighty.
I don't like the way you went silent on me, but I was just speaking my truth. But I think I probably was in my 20s or my 30s. I mean, I'm 45 years old right now, so it was definitely, back in those days, it was definitely an experience. I'd never been to like a thing at a hotel or I think I had a stripper on my 21st birthday, and that's probably the only time I got tossed around. Remember, Mila? I think you should have been there on my 21st birthday. We had it out at a hotel. And I think we had two strippers. One's name was Delicious, and I forget the other guy's name. And, Delicious. And he wasn't like sweet or nothing. But yeah, he tossed us. He did like this. He did all that. Rob is a hater. That's why, Mila. Rob was not impressed.
You are reminiscing that place, that time, that thing. I mean, did you come home with glitter on your face?
Possibly. I mean, I was 21 years old.
Okay.
You remember that night, Mila? You remember that night on my 21st birthday? Yes, girl. Yes, honey. Those was the days. And remember my sister, she was hiding. My sister, so if I was 21, she was 26. And my sister's super conservative. And so when strippers came out, she went and hid in the room. Kind of weird, but she's still the same way today. Me, I was like, toss me, daddy. Oh, Ooh, you got the pics, Mila. Oh, send them to me, homie.
Matter of fact, go ahead and send them right now. Yeah, Erica, I got
no, not on here. Mila is a bad influence.
No, Kristen, I'm completely fine. I promise you, I am.
Rachel, do you remember Delicious from the Bay? Are you from the Bay? Yes, girl, Delicious. He was so fine back in the day. Azelle said, so how about the New York?
Azil, my dude, I swear this is going way past.
His name was Delicious, but he was really delicious back then, Davis. For real.
Okay.
I don't know what Ty's West said, but Ty's West was completely missing the point. No, but you know what? I do agree with Disney. Disney, not. I don't agree with Disney. I agree with what you're saying about Disney. I think. How do you say this without offending anybody? But Disney is really pro LGBT, and I think probably if it was a male stripper and they found out that he was with a male, in my opinion, I think it would have probably been a different outcome because they are very LGBT friendly. So that's just my opinion.
So I'm not going to even touch that one, but
dude, you actually repeated it.
I repeated what?
You repeated what somebody said.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea what that person is talking about. But listen, I mean, that's certainly an opinion. I know for a fact that Paul Pierce will rebound and he will be hopefully better because of this situation. Sometimes we need to touch that stove, find out that it's hot, get burned before we get some act right in our life. You know what I mean?
I want to stay on this comment right here because I love the comments of these people. He said this woman is a side piece at best. Side piece now. She's irrelevant and she's old. You talking about me,
Bigfoot trucker corner gate.
All right, Bigfoot country corner gate. All right, I'm an old side piece.
Cold world out this thing, boy. I tell you, don't get Constance started. Let's Constance. It's just jokes.
I ain't mad at you at all.
Rear back. Wait. I know you well enough to know exactly what's coming next.
What?
There's so much fire to Bigfoot trucking corner gate. Listen, you said in the beginning, this is not a dialogue. This is not a monologue. This is a dialogue. No, so we love talking to the people.
I absolutely love talking to the people. I just wanted to highlight Bigfoot trucking corner gate. Who the hell are you, Bigfoot trucking corner gate? Let's see your picture. Let's get your real name and let's see what you look like, homie. Dina said you was hella uncomfortable. Listen, I'm speaking my youth truth. And listen, I don't take any of this stuff personal. I don't give a damn about what you said about me because you don't know me. You don't know nothing about me. You have no idea. So I don't care about none of that stuff. However, I was speaking my 25, 21, 30-year-old truth. And I was just having a good time reminiscing. It's all good. You can either listen or you don't listen. But I was just speaking my youth truth. Period.
Okay, baby. Well, listen, we're going to let that one breathe. And Bigfoot Corner Gate Trucking is entitled to his or her opinion. And you are more than a side piece, sister. You are beautiful. You are talented.
Thank you.
Understand? And you are special. Okay?
My D. You see that?
So what? You came home with glitter on your face.
Eastside San Jose. Okay. Listen, don't get it twisted.
There go that east side. Is that what that is, Mike? You need to take your ass to the west side if that's what you represent. Because you went way past. I run to the light, Constance.
It was all good. I was having a good time with it. But I mean, I really did going back to my question at hand, would you allow your mate or your spouse or your significant other, would you allow them to go to the strip club? And I don't know if I seen any of the comments. The next question is, would you go to the strip club with your mate or your spouse? Like, would you guys go together? Would you guys go see, I know men don't want to see men, but like if you were a woman, most heterosexual men don't want to see another man stripper. But if you were a woman, would you go to the strip club with your man to see other women?
Yeah, absolutely. I would go with baby girl to go see some of God's beauty. Yeah.
So, but she can't go by herself?
Yeah, you asked, would you go? And I just simply said yes, if she were going to see other women. I'm not going to see any dudes at all.
So but you said earlier, you said every once in a while she can go.
Sure.
Okay. After you picked her up off the
I'm
ground.
with you, Dr. Talisha. No, thank you.
Me, I would go. Like I said, for real. Like if you've ever been to Vegas and you've ever been to any of the shows, and I'm not even talking about strip shows. I'm talking about like the
I said, I'm allergic to naked men.
men's.
Holla at your boy, for real.
Yeah, but it's like the Cirque du Soleil. Like it's so cool because I mean, with like the ones that aren't super raunchy, like they're really doing acrobatics and their upper body strength is impeccable. Like they're climbing up the pole and they're like controlling themselves. It's amazing. And I'm just in awe of how these women could do that because I can't even do a pull-up. Rob, I don't think you could do 2 pull-ups. So just to see these women, that was a joke. But just to see these women being able to pull their bodies up and be able to do all those acrobatics with that, like that is just amazing. So I would totally go because it's not anything that's sexual for me. It's just really kind of enjoying the show.
Yeah. I think that's cool. You know, if you can do it, especially with your mate, have experiences, even that one, I think that's pretty dope. For fellas, I don't suggest you go to watch other dudes, but you know, looking at some other ladies, that's gorgeous. That's beautiful.
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
hey, Constance, real quick, fun fact for everybody. I just want to throw that out there. The other day, in my neighborhood is really nice in DC. So the ice cream man came through, right? And fun fact for everybody, if you should happen to have an ice cream truck come through your neighborhood, banana fudge bomb pops are the absolute best. Banana fudge bomb pop. Don't come to me with a regular bomb pop that's red, white, and blue. Give me a banana fudge bomb pop. And if you haven't tried it, boys and girls, I suggest this summer, yes, this summer, 2021, get yourself a banana fudge bomb pop. And if anybody knows anything about the banana fudge bomb,
I hope the banana fudge.
Yes.
I hope they paying you. I hope they paying you. Banana fudge bomb pop. I hope they paying you.
But well, you know what? You talking about delicious? Is he paying you?
No, but I was just talking about my experience. But check this out. Mila said it's fun to go, but I wonder about. Pay attention, Charles. I wonder about those women's lives and why they be stripping. Okay. So to that point, how do I say this? So when X-rated movies were introduced to me, I couldn't look at them because that's what I would wonder. I would be like, oh my gosh, I wonder why she's doing this. I wonder what her mom. I could never enjoy an X-rated movie because I wonder the same thing. Like, why is she doing this? I wonder what her mom thinks. I wonder what her life is like. I've never been able to enjoy those kind of movies too.
Yeah, it is. Chill more. Get you a banana fudge bomb pop. Change your life.
Banana fudge bomb pop sounds like a man's ice cream.
Yeah. Why you keep showing little digs at the Robster? It'll change Chill More's life and your life. I said it. Banana fudge bomb pop is absolute amazing. Get yourself one during this summer, 2021. But to answer your question, why are young ladies out there doing that? Some of them, you know, it's a way of life. I know some young ladies who put themselves through college. And if you've ever been to ATL, Atlanta, whew, my Lord. Back in the 90s, I know I used to go down there. Let's see. There was a relative who was in the hospital, and one of my cousins would, you know, we hung out and we went to the A. And I've seen some things I've never seen before in Atlanta. But I had an actual conversation with some of the young ladies, and they were college age and doing very well.
Was you trying to take the strippers out, Rob? You was trying to get to know them?
Nah, you know me. I like to talk to people, find out their story, and.
So okay, so the next question is because they talk. Some people are like, yeah, I don't want to go because I don't like to be touched. So if you were to go to a strip club with your significant other, and this is for the folks who are watching too, would you pay for your significant other to get a lap dance? Is that going too far?
So, my opinion, if this is a celebratory thing, you know, i.e., again, you know, you getting married, your engagement party, or there's some sort of milestone, you know, have at it. I'll pay for this round, but that's not a regular. Let's go out on a Friday and I'm gonna pay for.
So you would pay for a lap dance for your significant other?
I mean, it has to be a milestone or something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Somebody said, why would a woman look at women strippers unless she's gay? I'm just saying.
Wrong, Carol.
Huh?
No, doesn't mean that at all.
So what I was saying, yeah, what I was saying is really, honestly, it's like if you've ever been to a show in Vegas and you see like the acrobatics, it's like that for me. So it's absolutely not a gay thing. I don't look at them in a sexual way. I kind of just look at them like it's entertainment.
Yeah, it is.
So you would pay for ladies, would you pay? Because men are like, yeah, I'd pay for my woman to get a lap dance. Would you pay for your woman to get a lap dance from a man? Because I remember being at the Palomino, and it's so funny because there was this lady that was there. She had, I remember it so vividly. She was there for a bachelorette party. I think it was her bachelorette party. And you could tell she had never been to a strip club before. She had on this like floral dress, and she had on obviously some knee-high stockings. And somebody paid for her to get a lap dance, and she just looked so awkward and homely. She went in that back room. When she came out, them knee-highs was rolled all the way down to her ankles. So from what I hear, it's some stuff that goes down back there when they get the damn lap dances at those types of strip clubs, that sometimes they go, past the limit. So on the same token, Rob, you said you would pay for your woman to get a lap dance from a woman. Would you pay for her to get a lap dance from a man?
I thought that's what you were originally talking about before. Yeah,
no.
Yeah, to have a woman, then yeah, I'd break the bank open. As a matter of fact, film it so I can see it.
Okay.
But if it was for a guy, yeah, I mean, how about it? This your birthday? Go on, get you something. Okay. If it's your bachelorette party, go.
Yeah. Okay. So
now, I don't know if I send it to the boom room. I ain't paying for that.
Oh, you would say with the lap dance right there in front of you, like ain't
no, yeah, I don't need to see it
behind the black curtain. Oh, they can go behind the black curtain.
No, I listen. I don't even need to know about what's happening. This is a once in a lifetime thing.
Okay.
It's best that I don't know about what happened.
Yeah. So on the same token, for the women, would you pay for your men to have a lap dance with a woman? Like, what is that okay for you for your man to have a lap dance? For me, sure. Why not? And you know what? Let me tell you this. I've been to white strip clubs and I've been to black strip clubs. Have you been to white strip club and have you been to a black strip club, Robert?
Well, I'm sorry. What was that? Have I been to a adult entertainment spot? Absolutely.
Can somebody tell Robert what I actually asked him?
I heard what you said. I'm ignoring you just to piss you off. But yes, on both.
On both what?
Both of those types of establishments.
You've been to what? A black one and a white one?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know the difference? Was there a difference to you?
I don't know. You tell me. What's the difference? Very
different. Very, very, very different. There's a huge difference in a white strip club and the black strip club. Totally. In Vegas, the white strip clubs are probably a little bit cleaner and a little bit nicer. But the white strippers they dance much differently. They kind of go around the pole and just shake their hair. That's all they do. They do this. That's all they do. The black girls, they go up and they they're the ones that are doing all the acrobatics. They twerk in your face. They'll do some handstands on your lap. They do all kind of just stuff. They have fire coming out they behind. I mean, it is absolutely crazy. So yeah, it's a totally different experience from going from one to the other.
Which one do you like better?
Oh, the black one. Absolutely. Okay. I mean, because again, it's an entertainment. It's all entertainment. So it's all fun. If you having drinks, you out with your girls and you're just having a good time. It's all entertainment. It's not, you're not looking at, well, for me and my girls, we're not looking at the women in a sexual way, but I never went with the girls to go see girls. I only saw the girls when I was with other men, when I was amongst mixed company. But when I'm with the girls, of course, we go see the guys.
Right. It sounds like you have lived an adventurous life. As a matter of fact, we need to talk about the tales of Constance Carter, so we can find out more about all of your escapades. And Vegas seems like to be a regular spot. You say you've been there about 6 times,
Oh, I've been in Vegas dozens and dozens and dozens of times.
and your regular destination was to go watch some meat.
No, it was for business.
Yeah, the business of watching meat. That's what I'm trying to understand.
We go out there for business, and then we would go, just kind of blow off some steam, after hours, just kind of just hang out with the girls and, do the girl stuff and just have a good time, spend some ones and, do the thing.
Have your nose smelling like ball juice. You just having the time of your life. That is.
Man, listen. Let me tell you something. Ain't nobody putting their balls up in my face. Now, I have seen some folks put their balls up in people's faces, but they didn't do that in my face. No, absolutely not. I'm not as wild as I'm speaking right now. I mean, I was not the person out there on stage ever. I was always kind of in the back, but having a good time, enjoying it. But I wasn't that person. But it is fun and it's entertaining. So to the point though is, number one, you cannot film anything when you're at the strip club. Not in Vegas. They will not let you have your cameras out. You cannot put anything. But I wouldn't put that on social media. I wouldn't put me, getting tossed around by strippers on social media. I've seen, have you ever seen those videos? And I know some of you guys have seen it. I don't even know if I want to say it, but they're at a stripper party and like they're, all the women are taking turns.
It's called a rainbow party.
What is that?
That's where you wear different lipsticks or the ladies wear different lipsticks and when it's done, it looks like a rainbow.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. But that is so disgusting. Can you imagine
I actually could imagine that. The
bacteria and the infections that just kind of were just tossed around that place as they were.
It's a real thing.
That's a real thing? That is absolutely disgusting. And do black women do that? Because the videos I seen, they didn't have black women.
Pretty sure they do.
Just saying. A rainbow, yeah, Mike D, a rainbow party. That's pretty disgusting.
It's a real thing.
I love you too, Tisha. She said, I love you. That's one thing I love about you, Constance. You've always been down to earth. I'm going to always keep it real no matter what. And I'm going to always speak my truth, no matter if you like it or not. Okay. So yeah. Oh, Elise knows what we're talking about. That nasty rainbow party, Christy. Yeah. Elise, they were coworkers or something. That was disgusting. The bacteria and the viruses and all that ish that goes around and around and around that circle. Yeah, that was nasty. That was way before COVID.
Yeah, that was before COVID. Yeah.
Mila, do you understand what it is that they're doing? If not, go text somebody or ask somebody what a rainbow, or Google GTS, Google that shit, what a rainbow party is. But that is absolutely disgusting. And imagine too, Rob, if somebody had herpes. Not only does he get herpes, what if she had a form of herpes in her mouth? He gets herpes, and everybody else gets herpes.
Well, it seems like when you're in those type of situations, your inhibition seems to leave. So liquid courage tends to make you forget about all those things. But
yeah, I'd have to have some crack or something. I would imagine that it would be like crack that will make me do something stupid like that. Ain't no alcohol I'll do that. In my younger days, checked out the male strip clubs. I feel self-expression is very key, if not vital, but shake your ass how you want to shake it, despite your race, creed, religion, sexual orientations. Say what they want to say, baby. Yes. Do what you want to do. If you grown, at the end of the day, Robert, if you're grown, you do what you want to do. But I also think that, you have a responsibility as whoever you're representing to do whatever it is that you're doing. Right.
Yeah. So, for me, what I hear the common theme, and which is what I was alluding to in the beginning, that whole strip club thing is usually for younger folks. I'm way past 21, so you probably won't catch me in a strip club because I'm way too concentrated on having my money work for me as opposed to just throwing it up to an absolute stranger, no matter how beautiful she may be. I don't have a problem with the nouns and verbs, so I can get a 10 on my line, or a 3, as you like to say, Constance. So I can't imagine myself going to a strip club as part of my to-do list for the weekend. You know what I mean? But if that's your thing, that's your thing. And in this particular case, Paul Pierce decided to share it with the world for 377 followers.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
So here's a caveat to that though. So he lost millions or whatever he was making.
Go back to chill more. Go back to chill more.
What is the wildest thing you have done since it's a tell-all for me?
Yeah, Constance, tell the people.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't done a whole lot.
Go back to what Mila said.
I've been to the strip club with Mila.
I do go to bed early. Thank you very much, Mila. I'm proud of it.
And gets a whole 10 hours of sleep. He's just subtle. Mm-hmm.
My dude.
Mm-hmm. So going back. So what I was saying about Paul, we ain't talking about the wildest things I've ever done. Okay?
I would love to hear the wildest things you've ever done, because as soon as you get started, I am pressing record.
You go first.
The wildest thing you've ever done.
You go first.
You've been on a roll tonight.
No, you go first.
Huh?
You go first.
You know what? Yeah, absolutely, Lyle. I think I've been outside before. That's the wildest thing I've ever done.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Yeah. I've been inside before, so I think we about even. We about even. Yeah, so I was going back to what I was saying.
Constance, you talked about glitter in your face and ball juice.
You talked about glitter in my face. You talked about ball juice. I ain't never talked about that.
Okay, well, I think you were saying that I thought that happened. If we go back and in fact, I'm gonna go back and rewind the tape. I think that's what you said. I know you're way too classy for that, but in the midst of your hanging out, you and Mila, who has pictures, photographic evidence.
My 21st birthday. That was.
May I suggest you not run for public office, because some fool gonna put that up.
He's
gonna get a hold of that.
Let me tell you something. The nudes in the cloud, my homie. I mean, that's gonna prevent that anyway. The nudes in the clouds. Woo! Gun. So anyway,
are people still sexting? Is that a thing? Is that what you're talking about, Constance?
What that, like I'm sending? Oh no, I don't send
you have videos in the cloud, or
yeah, I'm just saying my own.
Your own.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, Mila said, "Nah, she got me. I'm hiding all the evidence of our 20s. Thank you. We ain't gonna put them on social media." But what I was saying, Robert, if you would not let me finish my sentence, he lost millions of dollars from ESPN, but he was picked up by some stripper network, and he got a job paying $250,000 a year. So the Lord closed one door, the Lord opens another.
But a strip channel though,
Listen, the Lord closes one door, the Lord opens another. Did you call it that?
So peep game. I just want to say that he was already a millionaire before this incident happened. So I doubt that he's hurting. However, when you have the attentions of millions of listeners, there's a good chance you want to hold on to that opportunity, right? Because just like with sports, entertainment, you've only got 15 minutes of fame. 15 minutes of fame might be 5 years, it might be 5 seasons, it might be 20 years, but when it's gone, it's gone. So you want to maximize that opportunity and leverage it for other things, if you can. I hate it more so for what he's gonna have to do when he gets home and look his daughter in the face. That's the biggest thing for me.
So Lyle, have you secretly done the Buster Challenge? And the red light one too?
Was that that one? What's the Buster Challenge?
Oh, we can't play music on here, or YouTube will shut us down, so we can't get in trouble.
Okay.
Is it a name? Yeah, Google it. Put it on your phone. Go on to
I just want to see you do it. That's all.
No, you don't. Mike Davis said the Lord opened the stripper door. That's what I'm saying. Like the Lord closed one door, the Lord opened the stripper door for him. I mean, it's all in good. But Erica Easter said 80-20 rule. He chose a 20. He lost the big contract and he ended up with little contract. I mean, he's still bringing some home money for his family, at $200,000 a year. Maybe he'll get picked up somewhere, and you said he's already a millionaire. Hopefully he still has his money in the bank.
Yeah.
Joseph said a white male wouldn't have lost his job. Chillmore said, Rob, let that man live.
I can't disagree with that.
What's that?
What the other comment you just read before Chillmore's comment.
Chillmore or Joseph, a white man wouldn't have lost his job.
Joseph, yeah. I can't disagree with that.
Maybe he's been written up, maybe suspended for a week or so. I'm not fired. I thought it was too harsh. Lily Wilson said he broke his contract. That's for the hostess. It's not for the host. So Lyle, you don't want to see Rob do the busted challenge?
No, I ain't doing no dance. I don't dance for likes. I told you that.
Could it be he was unhappy at ESPN and had something in the works, found a way out of his contract? Doubt it. So you can if you pin, you don't own the rights to the song. Nah, not on YouTube. Only on Facebook we can do that, but not on YouTube. And she suspension because
Who's that?
That's the red light challenge.
Oh, you did the red light challenge?
Hmm? It's in the clouds. Oh, do the busted challenge. Can we do the busted challenge and not play the sound, Charles? Let's find the busted challenge and don't play the sound. So don't share the sound real quick while we're doing this. Elijah said, I hope him and his family, as we know, I hope all the best and his family as we know we're always the example. Oh yeah, they always make us out of the example. And to reset the room, we're talking about Mr. Paul Pierce, right? So if you're just tuning in, we'll talk about Paul Pierce, who over the weekend, I guess he was out hanging out with some scrippers, and he's supposed to be, he's a happily married man. This is him and his wife and his kids. He has 3 kids and a wife. And can you take the comment off real quick, Charles? This was him at the club. This is him with a little something in the background. And he was having a good time on Instagram for 377 people. And I think the biggest thing, just like you said, Rob, is like the children seeing, what are the children going to see? What are they going to say? I'm beyond ESPN, beyond whatever hurt that he, whatever money he lost, like the respect from your kids. Now, I'm clowning all in jest, but you're not going to see me doing anything like that on social media unless somebody broke in the cloud and they put my stuff. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's jokes.
This cloud must be fire. Absolute
jokes.
fire.
Jokes. Dude worth $70 million and is about to be a Hall of Famer. He's good. I think he did to get out of ESPN. That's what Super User said. When you are working for a corporation, you keep your business in your house. I hope. Okay, you said that. His wife allows him to do it, so there's no issue there. They don't want baby mama the black man to be masculine. Chill said things that look bad to some is not always bad. He's smiling and saying new things to come. Them his kids, not y'all's. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I am.
No, I'm calling bullshit on that. Nah, chill. Listen, you got daughters, right? So you want to make sure that you are the king in the household. One of the things that you do not want to do is represent yourself as, it's okay to just show your whole ass on social media. And if that's what you're advocating for your daughters to do, chill, we probably need to have a separate conversation. But nah, I mean, he can be an adult. He can do whatever he wants to do. The point that I made earlier was I don't give a damn about ESPN firing him. An earlier comment said that he's a millionaire already. He's an adult. He can do whatever he wants to do. But the fact that he shared it, he's going to have to answer for that to his daughters, right? So what I say about it, what Constance says about it, doesn't really matter. He's going to have to look his baby girl in the face and explain why did daddy think it was cool to show a young lady with her whole ass smoking weed on social media. That's crazy.
Agreed. Oh, so here's the busted challenge.
All right. Busted challenge. That's what you was doing?
I got some busted challenge videos in my, in my cloud somewhere. I mean,
right on. I mean, if you're blessed like that, I think you should, again, Constance, do your thing.
Right. Regally. Back in the days, folks kept their private lives in the house. So my busted challenge is in the cloud, in my phone. So, it ain't gonna be on social media. It's just gonna be in the cloud. So don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Super, you said that's somebody's daughter. Listen, y'all, these is just jokes. I ain't got no busted challenge video out there. Don't nobody try to break in my cloud and try to get my encrypted photos. Nothing. Ain't nothing in there. Pictures of kids, that's it. But anyway, so I don't know. It's all hot air. Said exactly. But listen. It's all in fun. At the end of the day, yeah, we was that a private page? He only had that many followers online. At the end of the day, y'all, it is up to him. It's how he looks. It's how he expresses himself. Whatever he does in his household, whatever he has to explain to his children is on him. I'm with Rob though, in that I would not want to be the representative, I wouldn't want my kids to see me in that respect. And most people, I think, with any amount of moral fiber or moral character, I think they would probably agree and not want their children to see them in that way. Especially if you're a good dad, if you're a good parent, and if you're trying to teach your kids good morals, you ain't want that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Mm-hmm. I think we said enough about that. But by the way, he was a hell of a ball player, won NBA championships, and so he's a very accomplished athlete. And he was one of the best to ever do it. And he had some of his best games, in clutch times. He played for the Wizards. He played for the Boston Celtics. So,
and he's from the Bay.
Huh? Is he from the Bay? I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all.
Absolutely, he's from the Bay. Yeah. From the Bay. But at the end of the day, that's what it is. Can't say one thing, baby girl, then act another way. Double standards. Can't say one thing to the baby girl, then act another way. Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. You can't say one thing to the baby and then act another way. And, but we don't know what he's teaching his kids either. We don't know if he's, a good dad. I mean, according to the Scooby-Doo outfit, I mean, he looked like, he was pretty like a family man. Somebody said this is more damaging than the ass out photo. I thought it was cute. He's doing something with the family. And right here, he looks like a really good dad. Not to say he's not a good father because of that thing. And you know what? At the end of the day, Rob, I don't believe one or two things that you do is the
sum total of who you are.
Exactly, is a sum total of who you are or your entire character. So things happen, and we like to discuss them. We're not trying to put no people down. I know I seen on a comment on one of my videos somebody watched later on my Nobody Works Harder Than Constance Carter page, and we were talking about Derek Jackson last week or a couple of weeks ago. Somebody was like, "I can't believe you guys are talking about that black man." We just having a discussion about what's on the news. So yeah, we have our opinions. I believe he's a narcissist. I believe that this dude could have made better decisions and not been on social media. But at the end of the day, these folks got to live their own lives. And what he does, what he eats, don't make me shit. Ain't that what I'm saying? I shit ain't whatever. Yeah.
You said it right.
Yeah. What he eats don't make me shit. So, we just having a discussion around it. That's all that. He's for his family. Most black men. I don't want to say most black men are not, because I think there's a statistic out there that said most black men take care of their kids. It is a myth that most black men aren't there for their families. That's actually a myth.
Yeah. Shout out to all the dads out there that are holding down. Most of the cats in my circle. Yeah, most of the cats that are in my circle, they are definitely being fathers to their children. Every last one of them. So.
And just like Mike D said, good dads like strippers.
Mike D.
He should have thought, yeah, he should have thought of me. But there's things that we do all the time that we may not be aware of, and we make mistakes and things happen. But again, what you do, your mistakes is not the sum total of who you are. You know what I mean? So you just gotta you roll with the punches. And I think I want to see how he comes out of this. I want to see, how he rises from the ashes like a phoenix. I want to see what he's going to do next. I mean,
actually, I'm not that interested in what he does next, to be honest with you.
Really?
No, it's a non-story for me.
Yeah.
I mean, because he did it, so he's got to take the smoke that comes along with that. Half of our listeners are saying he did it to get out of his contract, so check that off the box. Job accomplished. Other people are saying, shame on him, but whatever your opinion is, you're entitled to have it. And that's why we have this platform to, definitely air it out and have a little bit of fun with it. So, all y'all grown, so be grown.
Yeah, don't take anything we talk about too serious, because it's all our opinion, yours too. But I do want to shout out, just like you said, Rob. I want to give a shout out to all the good dads out there, and Paul Pierce is probably a great dad also. But I just want to salute you, because I think a lot of times Black men get a bad rap in fatherhood. When they talk about all of the children out here who don't have both parents in the home, it doesn't mean that they don't have both parents that are present. And that is, so I want to just give a shout out, and I want to just congratulate and give a big ups to all the great dads that are out there that are taking care of their kids, that are taking care of their responsibilities. It's a lot of you, and I want to commend you, and I love you, brothers, for doing what you're supposed to be doing. You don't get a pat on the back for doing what you're supposed to be doing, but I still want to commend you and celebrate you anyway for taking care of your kids. That's what you're supposed to do.
Absolutely. I approve this message.
Absolutely. So Rob, we're going to go ahead and get out here. I had a really long day today. I was actually, so for those of you who don't know what I do, I'm a real estate broker, and I have not sold homes, been out showing homes or sold homes in like years. So I normally will, if somebody comes to me, I'll normally have one of my agents work with them. And a friend of mine, contacted me and wanted to buy a house. And so
that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing.
What's that?
That's what you're doing.
What?
Huh?
What? I'm just telling you about my day.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, a friend of mine called me and he wanted me to sell him a house. And so I, went out and showed him a house. And so today was a home inspection day, and I was at the inspection for 5 hours. So I just got in here like 5 minutes before we came on the broadcast. I was exhausted. And like I said, I hadn't sold a home, and I haven't been out showing a home or anything like in 5 years. And so they bought homes from me before. And the wife was like, wow, Constance, you've never come out here. You've always sent somebody else. And I said, well, you've never bought a $2.5 million house before. So I was out showing, I was out at doing an inspection at this great, beautiful house today. And it was really awesome, but I'm very exhausted. And so after we leave here, I'm gonna go get in the tub. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna have a glass of wine while we're off, and I'm gonna just enjoy the rest of my night. What about you, Rob?
I'm going to bed.
All right. So thank you guys for joining us. We had a good time. Rob is being a little jerk today. So it's always fun hanging out with you, Rob.
You should have a good time with me. I'm a good dude.